Hey everyone, it's Simplicity and welcome back to a new video. Today we have King of the Court. So starting off, we were born a male in Japan, and then I went ahead and I started off with the enemy part first. So I had a friend that I went ahead and changed to an enemy through the status, and then after that, what I did, so I was born a prince because I wanted the money so that I didn't have to worry about this. But we went in and we gave gifts to try and build the relationship back up into the green. So you're going to see here that I just kind of do this for actually quite a long time. Because some of the gifts they end up going well, but then they get mad that you're giving them a gift, so it's like it ends up kind of not doing anything. But just kind of go for what you think they might like and pay attention to what they do end up liking because sometimes you can go ahead and gift it more than once at some point. So just make sure that you pay attention, but I highly recommend doing this while you're a child and have money. So if you can be born a loyal, highly recommend it because then you don't have to worry about it. But you will see, like, I do age up a couple of times because I'm like, if it's getting too much where they're like yelling at me the entire time, I'm not going to bother. So we just try to keep this kind of going here. So you can see, like, we have the smallest little bar ever. And, I don't know. I just tried to go with what I thought would be a good gift. If there was something that I didn't like, then I would just close out and reopen it and keep going. But you can see we're slowly starting to build up that bar to the point that it is becoming green. And I just kind of like try to keep that going. So I tried Battleship. It didn't go very well, so it did drop us down quite a bit. So it's honestly just kind of a I don't know, it's a battle. You're just trying to kind of see what works and what doesn't and just kind of take your time with it. It might take you a little while, but it is worth it in the end. And we'll just keep going here. I promise this entire video is not just this. It may seem that way right now, but I promise it does become other things. But yeah, you'll see like I kind of started to get a little bit picky here closer to the end because I didn't know what would go well, and I thought that the Xbox might have been good, but I was pretty sure I gifted him another Xbox at some point, and he didn't like it. And you can see he didn't like the same thing with the PlayStation. So it ended up dropping me down once more, but we just try to keep this going, and eventually you're good enough that you can just go ahead and call it and you can become friends again. But like I kind of tested it a few different ways, trying to see what gifts were good and what ones weren't. We began to kind of just die down here a little bit. It's not as high as it was, but eventually we went ahead and were good. They said no to becoming my best friend, but you can see like we do have a higher relationship. So what I did was I went to friends and then I went from being friends to best friends, and that still counted. I wasn't sure if it had to be right away, but I figured I would test it. It worked, and that was that. So then the next thing that I went ahead and did was I went to the gym 10 times. I did this all just in 1 year. I tried to do the volleyball thing whenever I was in like high school. I don't know. I don't find that it works that well whenever you have lower and upper secondary schools. So you will see what I ended up doing to still be able to check this off, but right now the only focus I had was just clicking and spamming the gym button, and then we went ahead and we applied to university and went ahead and tried out for the volleyball team. So at this point, you just want to go in and you want to make sure that you are practicing harder because you want to have a good performance in order to become the captain. So just keep doing that. I do it typically 2 to 3 times a year and then I'd age up and I just kind of continue. So you can see like we have a pretty good performance, and then you get this pop-up, and then the next thing was going on a trip to Brazil. So ended up having to close out, but eventually got it. And then we just had to answer all these little like pop-ups. And I finished 46th in the world. So I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up right here. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you did, you can hit the like button down below. If you want to see some more videos from me, go ahead and subscribe. I post 2 to 3 times a week right now, and I will see you all in my very next video. Bye, lovelies!